Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. Got a Blu-ray this time. This is actually I never thought I'd see this on Blu. This is one of those films, The Wraith from what 1986. Wow, it's that late. I thought it was a little bit earlier than that. Look on the cover here. We got Sherylyn, Fenn, Charlie Sheen. I'm pretty sure this guy over here is Nick Cassavetes. That is not Randy Quaid, and it's not Clint Howard. All right, real simple. 86. This is PG-13. It is a sci-fi horror revenge movie, I guess the best way to put it. Nick Cassavetes, Clint Howard, and a few other guys are part of this road gang. They go around racing people for pink slips. And the cops are pretty sure they're killing people. Randy Quaid's a cop. This guy dies, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, on a motorcycle, Charlie Sheen shows up in town. Sherylyn Fenn falls in love with him. Nick Cassavetes already wants to bang Sherylyn Fenn, so he's pissed off that she's giving attention to Charlie Sheen, so he starts fucking with this guy. And all of a sudden, this black prototype-looking car shows up out of nowhere and starts killing motherfuckers. And of course, you find out later on it's Charlie in there. Not a bad little movie. Good little horror, sci-fi, comedy, revenge flick all mixed here. It really feels like when you watch this, you're like, did Jame O'Barr see this before he did The Crow? Because what, it was 94 when The Crow movie came out, but when did the comic? The comic was what, 89, 90? This is the Vestron Video Collector's Edition Blu-ray, featuring the music of Billy Idol, Robert Palmer, Ozzy Osbourne, and Motley Crue. He's Heaven Sent and Hell on Wheels. I found this at one of the Walmarts in the area for like $13. I don't know how much it's going for online. Worth $13 you get the digital copy and Blu-ray. And then we get us read back here. Vestron Video Collector Series is a line of classic and unique genre films remastered and numbered and packed with special features. They're numbered? Oh, it's number 20. I had no idea. I never noticed. I only own this in... What is that Vestron one I own? I can't think of it right now. Charlie Sheen, Nick Cassavetes, Sherylyn Fenn, and Randy Quaid star in this turbocharged cult classic. When four glowing orbs crashing each other over the Arizona desert, they leave in the wake a badass Dodge Turbo Interceptor and its enigmatic, helmeted driver. The next day, the mysterious Jake, Charlie Sheen, appears in the town of Brooks. Catch an eye of Carrie, Sherylyn Fenn, and the eye of Packard, Cassavetes, the ruthless leader of a gang of street racers. When gang members start losing races and lives to the Interceptor, the recent death of Carrie's boyfriend, Sully, seems connected to the rival Jake, the unbelievable car, and an avenging entity called the Wraith. And they loaded us down with extras. Okay. My history with this, real quick, before I go on the extras. I never heard of this film. Like, at all. Never heard of it in like 2000, 2003. It was 2003. I was in my local Walmart. And we had just moved. Hadn't got the cable turned on at the new place yet. Had like a little set of rabbit ears. I picked up 2 channels. So we just watch. I had a pretty big DVD collection, time for DVD, just so we'd watch that stuff. So I'd always, on payday, swing by Walmart and dig through the file. I'd buy 2 or 3 movies, and that'd be like what we'd watch over the weekend. I saw the regular. Oh, Sherylyn Fenn, I like her. Charlie Sheen, okay, this looks decent. Never heard of it. Got it, and it was a platinum. Was it platinum releasing core? They did all them really cheap full frame, look like VHS rips. They did that Phantom of the Mall movie. They're the ones that put that out. There's a couple other things they put out that. Oh, excuse me. And for a long time, that's the only way you could get the Wraith. Well, after I watched, I'm like, this ain't bad. So, within like a couple of weeks, probably about a week or so, cable company finally came out, hooked our cable up, hooked our internet up. I get online, started looking at it. I was like, this is kind of a cult classic. It's one of those where I don't think it did really good in theaters, but it played. I'm talking to people that had cable back then. Like, yeah, man, late 80s and early 90s, that shit played cable all the time, like HBO, USA. And it just became kind of one of those films. Kind of like how, for most people my age, the movie The Goonies is huge. Because it played cable all the fucking time in the 80s. I didn't get cable till almost 1990 was over. Just went out in my area. So a lot of these things that became cable favorites, I never saw them. I saw them once when I rented them. Let's go into the extras on this. Oh, let me finish the story real quick. That full frame DVD, had it forever. I heard of a release overseas, I thought it was, that was, widescreen with a few extras. What I found out talking to Goat of the Movie Graveyard podcast about this, we were talking about this the other night, because I was telling him, he was somebody once, I did just go to Walmart, so I don't order that shit online, it's cheaper at Walmart. He's like, yeah, it was all over cable. He goes, yeah, there's been like 2 DVDs, there's the whole full frame. He goes, there's a better one. Then there was a Blu-ray, import Blu-ray that was like, looked nice and heavily extras. This has everything. We got audio commentary with writer-director Mark Melvin, audio commentary with actors David Sherrill and Jame O'Barr, interviews with Tales from the Desert, interview with writer-director Mark Moran, Redhead Speaks, an interview with actor Clint Howard. Clint Howard wears his toupee that makes him look like the inbred son of Jack Nance from Eraserhead. It's fucking great. Ride of the Future interviews with stunt coordinator Billy Joe Hooker and transportation coordinator Gary Hellerstein. The Ghost Car interviews with visual effects producer Peter Corin and effects animator Kevin Kuchever, I'm guessing. Isolated score selection feature an interview with co-composer J. Peter Robinson. Featurette, the Wraith, filming locations in and out, alternate tire sequence, still gallery, TV trailers, and a theatrical turn and TV spots. It comes with a digital copy. Now, like most of these, I want to say this is the original cover. This is the cover, Now, the DVD, I don't know where my DVD is. A lot of my DVDs right now are either loaned out to my girl, loaned out to some friends of mine, or they're put up in a box right now. I just got this, as of recording, I just got this a couple of weeks ago. Nice looking cover, back with the same as slipcase. The disc, not a bad looking disc. Not a bad movie overall. For the price, think about it. And that's what blows my mind, how they can, and I understand it's Lionsgate and whoever owns Lionsgate, they're a bigger company. This is a niche film, I'm sure. And I can get this thing for $13, whereas like Vinegar Syndrome's putting out Killer's Delight right now, which I do want. I got the DVD, the Go Cold Red DVD, and I love it. But that thing's going to be, $30. Then I'm going to have to pay shipping because I ain't going to find it on Amazon. I'm going to have to order directly from Vinegar Syndrome. And it's like, oh man, I don't want. I like the movie, but fuck, I already own it, But the fucking Wraith. Great film. Go check this shit out. Go to your Walmart, grab a copy. It looks like, from talking to people, most Walmart were getting like 4 or 5 copies. That was it. So, matter of fact, when I got this one, there was only one left on the shelf because I rode up to a town north of me with a buddy. And he got it. Him and his fiance just watching it. I said, dude, this is great. He'd never heard of it, but also he was born in like 92, 93, somewhere around there. He's a lot younger than me. It's definitely a film to check out if you're into this kind of stuff. Worth it. I never noticed they numbered them. I'm trying to think what the other Vestron video I got is. Oh, Shivers. Motherfucker. I know Little Monsters is the one I see all over the place. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I really want that, but fucking Shivers. I'm out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Remember, if you did, give me that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later.